Whoa.
Oh, yes.
Wowzers.
And welcome to the Super Fun Awesome Happy Done Pedal Show.
How you going? I'm Alex.
And I'm Kapoor. And this was the JHS
Kilt.
Kilt.
It surely is.
Yes.
Oh, man. For the nut setting.
Yes, the crazy setting. To start off with, I've got a JM style Jazzmaster. I'm just going to guess. Jazzmaster with Duncan Antiquity 1s.
This is a warm-off build. It's a Jazzcaster with Rio Grande pickups in it. Serotonin OTS Mini 20 through a single 12 cabinet.
And without craziness, it sounds like this. Pretty.
Nice.
Okay, so the Kilt. It is a signature pedal for a guy called Stu G. Now, I'm not hugely familiar with Stu G. I think it's sort of a slightly different scene to my kind of scene that I hang out in. But anyway, fairly well known, I think, in a whole worship kind of world player.
Gotcha.
And I don't know if he wore a kilt or...
I don't know.
Maybe that's where a kilt comes from. I don't know. Maybe he's Scottish. I don't know.
There's one on the front.
Anyway, it's based on a pedal that he's apparently famous for, which is the Expandora.
Yeah. Now,
which I really like.
Yeah, and we've done a demo of the 1 and 2.
Yes.
Expandora, so check that out.
That's right.
Which is on our YouTube channel, which you should subscribe to because it's really cool.
There's like a button down there. Yeah, totally subscribe to. Tell all your friends and
Heaps do that.
Log into your mum's computer and subscribe for her.
Yep.
Anyway, so kind of like the Expandora, which it is based on, it has multiple ways of how you can play it. It can pretty much go from a fairly clean, almost clean boost, basically, to what you've sort of heard then, which is sort of a crazy, over-the-top, gated fuzz, self-oscillating, making noises kind of thing.
Pretty full on.
Which you can do through these little switches. Basically, you've got two sides. You've got the left side, this one, the orange light, which is the Kilt, which has a volume, tone, and gain control. It has a low cut, which in a down position is basically off.
Yes.
In the up position, it cuts to low.
It's on.
Low end, it's on. You have G1 and G2. Now, what G1 and G2 do, we'll get into later. Basically, it's multiple gain stages, really.
Yep.
Then you have the right-hand side, which is the red light, which is a boost. Totally independent boost. You can just use it as a clean boost. It has one knob, which is the boost knob. But it also has a little switch up here, which is the order switch. Now, in a down position where it is now, you run the boost into the drive, which gives you more gain, basically. If you flick it up, you put the boost after the drive, which gives you a volume boost.
That's it. Should we hear it?
Let's hear it. Let's hear it with some Rio Grande-ness. Okay, so let's start off with both switches down. So this is at the lowest gain setting. I'll turn the gain right down, volume probably up a bit. So it's pretty much just a clean boost now.
Sure.
Clean, yeah. So now, if you, it does get quite loud, and it adds it's quite a harsh sound to it at times. So it adds a bit of treble.
Really bright, yeah.
So I'm going to turn the tone down a bit as well. But let's just crank it a little bit in the gain department. Jazz.
Yeah.
Jazz.
It's cool. Don't worry about it. It's cool.
So that's with both switches down. It's sort of its lowest gain setting.
Yeah.
It's sort of a clean boost to mild overdrive. It sounds really nice, actually. Very, very tame compared to what we were doing before. Now, if you switch G1 up, you get more gain.
It's more like overdrive land.
More like an overdrive land, yeah. So that's a tone as well. I just sort of thought maybe.
Nice.
Okay, now, if you turn G2 up,
Yep.
you don't turn both up. If you turn G2 up, you're going into more of a distortion sort of land with a bit of sort of fuzziness towards the end of it.
More gain, it kind of gets brighter and brighter.
Gets brighter and brighter. Jazz. Now, let's look, while we're at that kind of setting, let's look at the boost switch. So on its own, it just does this. So it's you can get quite a lot of gain out of it. Now, if you run it with the auto switch down, so now we're running the boost into the drive, it does this. So if I switch the order,
afterwards it just gets louder.
It just gets louder. So the gain drops a bit again, and it just has more volume. But I think it's pretty cool actually having it in front, because it can really.
It's another gain stage to use.
Yeah. Okay, now.
Yeah.
When you're foolish enough to push both switches up, you're going into what on the Expandora. On the Expandora, you've got these little switches too. There's a setting called the Forbidden setting.
Which is so cool.
So this basically enters the realms of the Forbidden setting. So, pretty far down. It's super gated fuzz.
Yeah.
And this is with the gain on like 9 o'clock almost. So if we turn the gain up, it gets a bit out of control.
That happens.
I think it's great. I really, really dig this pedal. It's,
makes sense.
I sort of last year kind of found the Expandoras. That's something I've never played before, and I got my hand on one and absolutely dug it. And then I got this, and I got to say, I really, really like it. Big fan of it. Very versatile. Now, what I just want to quickly throw it out there. JHS, if you're listening, it's Josh, I think, isn't it, Josh? If you're listening, Josh. What about, just an idea, a lot of the new versions of their single pedals now have this optional
foot switch
thingy where you can flick between these sort of settings, like the little switchies on it.
Yeah.
Right? Imagine this thing with an extra foot switch that you can attach to it, or two. So you can switch to different channels.
4-button pedal.
But you can get any sound. You can get anything from clean to mild breakup to overdrive to distortion to insane fuzz.
Yeah.
On one pedal. I mean, how many pedals?
That'd be cool.
Can do that? Not many.
No.
So
do it
just
well.
a thought. It's you can use it, Josh, if you want. I think this. I absolutely dig it. I absolutely love that pedal. I think it's a fantastic pedal.
Really good for like punchy rock sounds, like almost like modern rock sounds.
Yeah, and the thing I find, because it's on its own, it's almost a little too bright, but in conjunction with other drive pedals, you can sort of tame the top end a lot. And you just have an insane amount of versatility. So I'm just throwing it out there. Have a foot switchable G1 and G2 controls.
That'd be cool.
This could be the Gabor G custom pedal. Anyway, the Lederhosen.
That's what you need.
Anyway, should we do, quickly, should we just do some humbuckerage
Sure.
while we're at it?
Let's do a time-lapse thing.
Time lapse.
Time-lapse.
Ready? And then your mum said, and we're back!
Seamless.
Seamless.
Wow.
Okay, so I've got my 1981 Ibanez AS100, all sort of standard pickup stuff, humbucker stuff thing. Let's try it out. Ah! The hum's being bucked.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that took about a year of my life.
Boost was after. That's why.
The hum hasn't been bucked.
Nope.
It's pretty crazy, but I mean, it's. I think it's super versatile. It's a great sounding pedal. I think the Expandora is generally. I mean, not that this is the Expandora, but the Expandora circuit, great sounding circuit. Just super crazy, but also very usable in a lot of other ways. So make sure to check out the JHS Kilt.
Fun.
Hey,
very, very
lads.
fun. Super rock and roll. This is cool. Yeah.
Make sure to check it out and make sure to subscribe to our channel. And there's also this fantastic thing called a Super Fun Awesome Happy Time Pedal Show podcast that we're doing.
Yeah. So we can follow you around in your car or the gym if you do that for some reason.
Yeah.
And very good fun.
Yeah.
On Podbean and iTunes.
I mean, your girlfriend's already listening to it, so you may as well do it too.
Oh, snap.
Hey! Oh.
Hey.
No girls listen to us or watch us. Oh, no, actually, no, there was one comment on Facebook, not on Facebook, on YouTube, saying, no, I'm a girl, and yes, girls are listening, watching you.
Yeah.
That's right. So hello to the one girl that's watching us. So make sure to subscribe, do all that stuff, and check out the JHS Kilt. I think it's great.
Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.
See you next time.
See ya.
Bye.